Hope I did that right. Think I get the hang of this shit by now, you know? What's going on? Skid Gore, back with another video. I'm going to continue on with my shelf by shelf overview. Numbers, part 2, I guess. Finishing off the numbers. Then I'll be getting into the A's, which will be fun, because I have a lot of badass films that start with A. But just wanted to wish all you guys and gals a happy new year. Hard to believe that 2026 is upon us. I don't know where the hell 2025 went, but hey, awesome. Hope you all doing cool. So without further ado, let's just get into this. Alright, first up, no particular order, just whatever I grab. I have 13 Seconds. I actually really enjoyed this one. Called Creepy by Fangoria Magazine and Disturbing by National Press International. 13 Seconds takes you into a deadly art gallery that reveals death and torture on every canvas that comes to life in the most horrifying way and shows the evil that lies within each of us. We all have 13 seconds, just enough time to live out our last nightmares before the devil comes. I actually really enjoyed this, kind of artsy, little bit Hellraiser-ish. Couple Fulci homages, I thought it was pretty damn cool. 13 Seconds, I'd give that one a watch. And for Dimension Extreme, which is a great label, they made, of course, one of my favorites of all time, Inside. This is 13, Game of Death. Unrated, of course. Only way to watch it. I actually enjoyed this one. This is a pretty batshit crazy film, honestly. 13 challenges, 1 million, what would you do? So basically, what would you do for $1 million? It's basically a challenge. It's an Asian horror film, and it's just fucking crazy, man. Like, some of the things that this guy will do after he gets fired from his job, so he's like down on his luck, and will do anything for money, literally anything for money. And it just gets fucking crazy, man, really crazy. 13 Game of Death, I definitely would recommend this one. The scene of him knocking down the kid, I laughed my ass off. I know I got a sick sense of humor, but it's just so wrong that you gotta laugh, you know. And some of the things that he's got to do, some of the challenges, because he gets calls on his phone, you know, and or any kind of phone that can track him down and tell him to do these challenges. And if he doesn't do it, he doesn't get the money, period. And I'm sure bad shit will come from that. But yeah, man, 13 Game of Death was awesome. Really enjoyed that one. This is 6 films to keep you awake. I've watched, let's see. Sadly, I've only watched one of these because it was Christmas. It's called A Christmas Tale. But this is actually a really good set. All these films I hear are just really good. I hear Toulette is really good. Blame, Spectre, A Real Friend, A Christmas Tale, as I said before. That one was a lot of fun. That was I think that was a Norwegian film. I think that was a Norwegian film. The Baby's Room was good, and Toulette. I think I've seen The Baby's Room, but yeah, this is a really good set. 6 films to keep you awake. I definitely would recommend this set for Lionsgate. I've talked about this film in the past, 8213 Gacy House. Found footage done right, in my view. You know, there are a dime a dozen. There's so many of these types of films, but I think this one kind of really nails the found footage aspect. And of course, you throw into the serial killer category with John Wayne Gacy. Now, the real Gacy house, I said in the past, looks nothing like the house in this movie. But it's really done well, and it's actually pretty creepy in parts when you realize where this paranormal group is. They're in the Gacy house trying to discover the mysteries of what made the man such a fucking monster and all the boys that he tortured, you know. And there's some pretty creepy moments in this, and I actually really enjoy this one. If you're a found footage fan, I definitely would recommend it. But if you're a serial killer fan too, I think I would recommend it as well because it delves into Gacy's whole mindset, and of course, as all paranormal found footage films, the past just comes to bite you in the ass, and eventually what you're looking for comes to get you, and it's done very well. But I would recommend 8213 Gacy House for sure. It was a pretty good one. That was a complete buy. I liked it though. A lot of people give this film shit. Rob Zombie's 31. This is probably my least favorite Rob Zombie film, honestly. But I've grown to actually really appreciate this film because you realize what went through the making of this movie. And it was total guerrilla filmmaking. You know, coming off from like a huge film like Lords of Salem and of course Devil's Rejects, and going into this definitely was more independent in my view. And I thought it was pretty good. Got some pretty interesting characters. It's got a good Halloween atmosphere as well. I thought 31 was pretty good. It has its moments. Like I said, it's not my favorite Rob Zombie film. In fact, it's probably my least favorite, like I said, but I like it. It's pretty cool. 31. Give it another shot. You might be surprised. Now, I'm a huge shark fanatic, and I studied this case for a long time. It's called the Jersey Maneater. It's basically what Peter Benchley based Jaws on, but it's called 12 Days of Terror. It's done really well. Really good killer shark film. In the summer of 1916, it was business as usual along the Jersey shoreline. The coast was booming with thousands of tourists striving to overcome the record temperatures and revel in the summer sun. So basically this shark comes and just ravages the area of New Jersey and Matawan Creek, and they hire this shark hunter who's got totally modeled after Quint, probably, I would say, to go out and kill the shark. It's a really good story. It's also a really good, there's a book called, what's the book called? I don't remember offhand what the book is, but that was really good too. But 12 Days of Terror, if you're a shark fanatic and you want to know more about kind of what inspired Jaws, I would recommend 12 Days of Terror. That's pretty good. The shark doesn't look that bad either. This one was a pretty pleasant surprise too. I thought this was just going to kind of be an Omen ripoff because of the cover. But 666, The Child, this little bastard's evil, man. This is a pretty good movie. I enjoyed this one. A jet airliner pummels from the sky and crashes into Earth. From the burning embers rises one lone survivor. And basically this kid gets this family, because he has no family, obviously. He gets adopted, and the terrible shit just starts happening, and there's really innovative kills, and obviously he's the Antichrist. So go figure, man. It's gonna not have a happy ending, but I thought it was pretty damn good. I actually liked this more than the Omen remake. I know this gets lumped in with the Omen, but I think it's its own thing, really. 666, The Child. I would lump it in definitely with other Killer Kid movies. It's actually good. And the lead that played the Killer Kid was actually really good too. Gotta give it to him. 6 Degrees of Hell with Corey Feldman, who I'm not the biggest fan of personally. Definitely not his music career. Yikes. He should stick to acting. But anyway, this movie is actually set on Halloween, which was kind of cool. And it's based in like a haunting, like a haunted house attraction. I didn't mind it, actually. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than... It really was not that bad at all. It's actually a pleasant surprise. It was not bad. 6 Degrees of Hell. Holy shit, this one's not for everybody. Warning. Too extreme for mainstream for a reason. By Unearthed Films. 29 Needles. This movie will fuck you up, man. This is... If you have an open mind and you're not offended by homosexuality and people sticking needles in their scrotum, Albert Fish style, and it is what it says, man. Too extreme for mainstream by Unearthed Films. It's not for everybody, but it's beautifully made, beautifully shot, great acting. The lead actor, I found out, actually died shortly after the making of this film, which really sucks because he was actually pretty good, really believable. But definitely a downward spiral into total fucking hell and sadomasochistic type shit, man. 29 Needles, not for everybody, but if you're a fan of extreme cinema, I would definitely check that one out. It's your own risk. This one's cool. 12 creature features. We got the Creeping Terror, Horde of the Zombies, the Wasp Woman, Kong Island, Gamera the Invincible, the Horrors of Spider Island, Land of the Minotaur, the Crater Lake Monster, Horror High, Attack of the Monsters, Snow Beast, and Bride of the Gorilla. I mostly got this for the Crater Lake Monster. I remember watching that when I was a kid. That was one of my favorites. I always loved the Crater Lake Monster. Kind of a good Loch Ness type story where a giant dinosaur living in the lake comes back and terrorizes mankind. I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good set. Cheap movies. Three All Hallows Eve. The dead have stories to tell. I watched this one Halloween, and from what I remember, it had a bit of like a... No, that was a different movie. Never mind. I actually do not remember this movie. Oh, yeah, this is a horror anthology. 3 tales of terror to make your flesh creep and your heart pound. Deadly spirits back from the grave with vengeance in mind. Give fuel to these tales of supernatural horror. Okay. I think I remember liking this one. Kind of fell through the cracks, but 3 All Hallows Eve. Good Halloween horror. Now, if you're a fan of Friday the 13th, my personal favorite franchise or franchise of all time, you might actually get some enjoyment out of this one. It's called 13 Fanboy. Yeah, I actually really enjoy this one. You got wow, you got a lot of badass horror stars in here. You got Dee Wallace, cast from Friday the 13th films. Definitely got Kane Hodder, Corey Feldman, C.J. Graham, Lar Park Lincoln, Jennifer Banco, Tracy Savage is in this. I actually kind of really dug this. I thought it was really innovative. I like how they go to horror conventions and they talk to like all the horror fans and stuff. And obviously this was made for Friday the 13th fans, hence the name 13 Fanboy. And I think more people should appreciate it for what it is. I think Kane Hodder does an actual really good job. He does a really good emotional scene with him. I won't give that away, but him and Lar Park Lincoln, and just, it's a really good, if you're a Friday fanboy, you're probably going to dig this. I thought it was pretty cool. C.J. Graham is fucking awesome. There's another Rob Zombie that a lot of people don't like, but I do personally like, and that is 3 from Hell. I think I really don't know what you expected the guy to do. I mean, Sid Haig died tragically, so he had to come up with something. If Sid Haig would have been healthy and survived, I think this would have been a different movie. But the dude that replaced him is actually really good. He's the same guy from 31. I actually enjoy his acting. Baby is fucking nuts, like Manson family style. Otis is Otis. I mean, I thought this was actually pretty good. I thought the murder scene, the murder scene in the house was that was a brutal scene. And then when they get to Mexico, that was fun too. I don't know, man, I like 3 from Hell, and I love the soundtrack. Rob Zombie always pulls out the greatest soundtracks for his films. So yeah, I would give 3 from Hell a chance again if you haven't seen it, or you haven't seen it in a while. You might be surprised. I actually have a soft place in my heart for this one. Rest in peace, Sid Haig. Oh, we're going really classic here with 20 Million Miles to Earth. classic creature feature from, let's see, 57. That's a really early one. Definitely Ray Harryhausen extravaganza, special effects extravaganza. Guy was just a pioneer in his field. Just a fucking art. Just an absolute art, stop motion animation at its finest. I definitely will be upgrading this. I'd love to get that Ray Harryhausen set, but this is a great fucking movie. I forget what the monster's name is. What's the monster's name? I know it's a beast from Venus. But anyway, this is actually a really good movie. This is Dinomation feature. It was really cool with Phil Tippett and Ray Harryhausen just giving away their secrets for how they made all these great films that we all love and grew up with. But yeah, 20 Million Miles on Earth is right up there with, like, you know, Godzilla or any kind of giant monster attack, Reptilicus, them. The list goes on. I love these kind of movies. I grew up with them. Yeah, we got some crazy fucking Asian Extreme here with 3 extremes. And what's really cool about this one, it comes with the bonus Dumplings full-length feature, which is absolutely fucking insane, man. Fruit Chan Woo, I think his name is. Takashi Miike is in here as well. But I actually really fucking enjoy this movie. This anthology is like one of my absolute favorites. It's absolute fucking insanity. I highly would recommend if you're an Asian horror fan, or if you're a fan of anthology horror. 3 Extremes, that's for you. Watch Dumplings at your own risk, though. That one's pretty nuts. I just got done watching this one. Now, this director made a movie that I really was impressed with called Last Caress. It's kind of like the first ever sleazy, gory slasher. It's called a glam slasher, or glam giallo. And I really liked his style. I liked his like Mario Bava-ish type shots and Dario Argento style. And the director's name is Francis Gillard. Francois Gillard. And it's 13 Notes in Red is the movie I'm talking about. If you're at all a fan of giallo style horror, I would definitely recommend this film. It's got like all the Bava and Argento references. It's got a really innovative killer. It's kind of got a bit of like a high tension style. It is French too, after all, so I'm sure it took some of that. And it did come out in 2022. Kind of an older one, but definitely I would recommend this one. Really good movie, 13 Notes in Red. And I would also recommend this director's other movie, Last Caress, which really I like too. Speaking of Bava, we got $5 for an August Moon. What more can you say, man? Mario Bava is the master of lighting, storytelling, just the master of Italian horror cinema and suspense cinema. Absolutely amazing. Definitely an earlier giallo from Bava. This one was 1970. So I think Bird with the Crystal Plumage came out before this one. But definitely, if you're a Bava fan, $5 for an August Moon. Awesome. I apologize if I'm kind of stuffy. I'm not really feeling the greatest. Trying to get over a cold, but the show must go on, right? And we got Robert Englund's directorial debut in 976 Evil. Definitely going to upgrade this, but man, I've been holding this little DVD for a long time, man. It served me well. And it's a great film. Stephen Jeffries plays the bullied cousin who basically makes a pact with the devil, calls this 976 number, and he just turns into this demon and goes after the bullies and his even own cousin who just bullies him terribly. And yeah, it's a very good it's a good story about bullying, really, and really great special effects. And I think Robert Englund did a really good job on his directorial debut. This movie has a sequel too. I've never seen it, but I think I do have it, 976 Evil 2. But yeah, that's the original, and I really enjoy that one. It also rains fish too. What other movie do you know rains fish? That's fucking awesome. One of my favorite modern vampire films of all time is 30 Days of Night, based on the Stephen Niles comic. Very fucking awesome. So much good gore in this movie, so many good gory moments, all practical effects, just a total slaughter. This vampire slaughtered everybody, and it's just so fucking bloody and gory. I love it. Josh Hartnett actually not bad in it. He plays the sheriff. I definitely would recommend 30 Days of Night if you've never seen it, if you're a fan of vampire films and you want to see some crazy gory shit, man. 30 Days of Night is badass. And I recently watched its sequel, 30 Days of Night, Dark Days, and was pleasantly surprised by this as well. It was actually pretty damn good. I like the ship setting too towards the end. Kind of claustrophobic with that. But I thought it was a pretty damn good sequel, honestly. I don't hear a lot of people talk about Dark Days as a sequel, but I thought it was pretty good. Not as good as the first one, obviously, but pretty good, not bad. I love this fucking movie. I just got done watching this. 100 Bloody Acres. If you're at all a fan of Aussie horror and comedy, they just have their own way of making their films over there. And it just shows this with the humor. And it's just batshit crazy, off the wall entertainment. But it's got some great comedic moments as well. Really good gore too for this type of movie. John Jarrett, as we know, Mick of damn it, what the hell are those movies called? Wolf Creek movies. Wow, brain fart. Sorry. Actually makes a cameo in this. This is actually a really good film. I highly would recommend 100 Bloody Acres if you want a good laugh. You want to see some red shit fly. And the last film I have for this shelf, by Jason Cook, or Koch. I think it's Cook. I don't know if he's related to Marcus Cook, I don't know. But it's Seventh Day. Fucking awesome damn movie, man. A pervert, murderer, and hopeless romantic, Ellen Dean is on a 7-day journey to discover his real true love. He is torn between Denise, the waitress who he believes he loves, and his first true love, murder. Plunge into the deep end of the mind of a killer in this gritty, stylish, surrealistic horror landscape from Jason Cook, Aftermath Effects Studio and writer. This is actually a really good fucking movie from 2013. Highly would recommend if you're into serial killer cinema and some kind of like necromantic angst, just really dirty, gritty film. Like you feel like you gotta take a shower after watching this one. Seventh Day, highly recommended. He's got like this sidekick that always follows him everywhere, like an interviewer, and he's fucking creepy. So he wears this fedora. He reminds me of Freddy, but he's interviewing them as he's killing all these people, and the murders are just really realistic and brutal. The setting where this guy lives too, it's just so fucking disgusting. You just feel like you want to take a shower. Movie can do that to you, you know, it's a first round knockout for sure. But Seventh Day, highly recommended. Alright, guys and girls, that is it for this shelf. I will be back at some point, I have no idea when, with starting with the A's, and I can't wait because I got some great A's to show, and then we'll be on that. You know, I'm taking my time with this. It's gonna take a long fucking time, but just gonna have some fun along the way and try to rewatch some of these movies as well. There's only so many hours in the day for me, but you know, I always watch horror, listen to metal, whatever the hell you want. It makes you happy. Happy New Year. I'll see you all next time. Gore forever. Physical media forever.